I'm recording this video for the second time because I forgot to unmute the fucking mic. That's 40 minutes of my life gone, man. Fuck! With Insomniac's Wolverine coming out in 2026, I decided to play Spider-Man 2 again and find out what was the problem in it. And I believe I have the answer. It's the symbiote. They hyped this game up for years. Years we've been waiting for a symbiote arc in the great universe that is Insomniac Spider-Man's universe. And we got 2 hours of symbiote gameplay. I am not even kidding. The first topic we have here, the story rush. The symbiote storyline is supposed to be Peter's emotional descent and emotional breaking point. Instead, the game just rushes through that whole thing and we barely see any corruption build, the relationship strains that happens between Peter Parker and, Harry, MJ, Miles, or the real conflict, the real internal conflict that he faces within himself. That's not how the symbiote works, okay? Nerd! The way it should work is that the symbiote slowly but maturely creeps into Peter's mind and starts to dig deeper and deeper into his inner turmoil, his inner conflicts, his insecurities. And with those set conflicts, it amplifies every single one of them until it is able to fully manipulate Spider-Man into becoming more edgy, more powerful, less holding back, more ruthless Spider-Man. But in this game, when Spider-Man gets the symbiote, his demeanor changes in a minute? And it's just so rushed. When I said we barely got 2 hours of symbiote, I actually mean it. If you go ahead and start playing Spider-Man 2 right now, just beeline through the main story, you get to play with Symbiote Spider-Man for 2 hours. That's it. And because of that, the classic symbiote shedding scene doesn't really hit as hard as it did in other medias and other interpretations. And then when Venom arrives, although he looks absolutely amazing, the voice acting is phenomenal, he looks badass, it didn't hit as hard because Peter's fall never really felt earned. We waited years to finally see the symbiote in the Insomniac universe, and we got a 2-hour montage. 2 hours.
Simba, I'm very disappointed in you.
What the fuck? It's crazy. The second point I have here is the symbiote gameplay miss. Now, if you're talking visually, just, how it looks, in my opinion, absolutely incredible. I like the design of the suit. I like how it has different stages. How it goes basically from just Spider-Man's normal attire, just black and white, and how slowly it becomes more alien-like and more gooey as he bonds with the symbiote more. Again, I say slowly, but 2 hours. That's not really slow, is it? But that being said, it doesn't really change how Spider-Man plays. When you get the symbiote and you play with it for the first time, you are absolutely ecstatic and hyped and you're just ready to go. There's 4 new animations and there's symbiote surge and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Until you finish that first encounter with the hunters, then you realize that's it. The core gameplay is still the same. The web swinging is still the same. The NPCs and enemies don't really react any different whether you're playing with the symbiote or playing with normal Spider-Man. The special abilities that you get, although they look cool, they're basically just transmogs for Spider-Man's usual special abilities. It's literally just Spider-Man's normal special abilities with black goo on it. Pause. You get 4 new animations, 3 new finishers, and 6 special abilities, but again, they're basically transmogs. The combat rhythm, speed, the amount of damage that you do is still the same, and you don't really feel the powerfulness of the symbiote. There's no feeling of power spiraling out of control when you're playing with the symbiote or real consequences. It's basically the same, and it's disappointing. Can you imagine how sick it could have been if you were playing the game and as you bond with the symbiote more and more, it starts to act a little bit irrationally. You do a normal Spider-Man finisher, but then the symbiote slowly does it a little bit more ruthlessly. Or something like that. That would have been amazing. It would have been so unique, something new, and you could actually feel how the symbiote in the long run is actually not good for Peter, but also how powerful and dangerous it is. Now, I'm gonna go for the obvious comparison here. Let's compare it to Web of Shadows. In Web of Shadows, if you play Spider-Man and Symbiote Spider-Man, you can actually feel and see the difference in gameplay between them two. If you play normal Spider-Man, he's your usual amazing Spider-Man. He's quippy, he's fast, he's holding back a little bit, he's overall in a lighter mood. But then you play the Symbiote Spider-Man in Web of Shadows, and it's night and day. You unlock new special abilities that don't have timeouts, by the way. The core gameplay even changes when you play Symbiote Spider-Man because literally, he is faster, he is stronger, he has more new abilities, and the way he swings and the way he acts is so aggressive. Even the punches feel heavier. You can feel the power of the symbiote when you play Symbiote Spider-Man in Web of Shadows. You can genuinely feel it. Even web swinging in Web of Shadows as Symbiote Spider-Man, you can feel the impact of those webs hitting a building. Like, you absolutely felt like you're an absolute powerhouse. But in Insomniac Spider-Man, it's nothing. It's the same thing, which is a bummer, a total bummer. And because of that, the usual stupid argument people use with Symbiote Spider-Man, oh, he's just Spider-Man but emo, is actually true in this game right now because of that. He's just the same Peter and literally just emo. The last point I have here is the wasted potential of Insomniac Spider-Man 2. This game could have been the perfected Web of Shadows or even the greatest Spider-Man game of all time. But me personally, I don't think it's anywhere near close. They rushed through the story like crazy. The whole Null storyline or the symbiote takeover they were about to do is so rushed and there's no impact to it whatsoever. It feels like they pulled back just to keep it, a little bit more friendly. Which, I mean, come on. I'm not asking for Wolverine gore, but like, it still felt a little bit lighthearted. And the biggest complaint I have with the story is that they just played it too safe. There was nothing unique that we saw in this game. And the stuff, they did actually take inspiration from other medias and stuff. They didn't do it as well as the others did. There was no real consequences to the symbiote. The gameplay felt the same. Like, overall, it was just mediocre. And it's especially disappointing coming from Insomniac because they are a great video game company. They had everything ready to make this Spider-Man game bar none. Instead, it was kind of forgettable. Again, Spider-Man 2 is still an amazing game. It did a lot of the things right. The graphics look amazing, the character designs are amazing, the voice acting is incredible. New York has never looked better. The web swinging is absolutely amazing. It's faster, sharper, more agile, more control, especially with the difficulty slider they added on. And even the gameplay, which is not amazing, but it's not bad either. It's just that it could have been more, way more. The symbiote arc should have been the heartbeat for this game, especially with the promotions all indicating that this is the Symbiote Spider-Man game. This is gonna be it. That's the main selling factor. And instead we got 2 hours of Symbiote Spider-Man. That's it. That is absolutely mind-boggling. Here's hoping Wolverine doesn't play it this safe, especially because it's not really a sequel. It's a new standalone IP game, and it's made by a different team in Insomniac. Insomniac is still one of the best game development companies that exists right now. And I am for sure they're about to knock it out of the park with Wolverine, and now it's just a matter of waiting to play it in the big 2026. But I guess we have to wait and see to be sure. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. The support has been absolutely incredible, and I can't thank you enough. If you guys like this sort of content where I just sit down here, yap about a bunch of stuff, whether it's about video games, movies, TV shows, animes, etc., I would appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button. We are at 81 subs right now, and we're so close to hitting that big 100. So I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe and join me on this journey. Maybe like it and share it with some of your friends who have similar interests as we do. Thanks again so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.